I'll record you podcast. Hey, Shazam. Welcome to the That's Good Broncos podcast.
That's our new opening, Shazam.
Shazam. Oh, wham, bam, Shazam. Fucking Tyreek Hill is out of Vietnam, which is code for the AFC West. But that did not rhyme with what I was doing there. Oh, it's been a good 3 weeks as a Broncos fan, Will. And today got even better. The Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill. So we're going to talk about that. Russell Wilson throwing to Broncos, getting us. It's the most excited I've been about an off-season workout video in a long time. And Denver finally added a corner. Quan Williams coming over from the 49ers. So we'll get into all of that today. But first, today's episode brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up over at DraftKings. And also, my damn coffee company, Benchwarmer Brew. Benchwarmerbrew.com. It's on the screen. If you're listening to this, stop what you're doing. Type in benchwarmerbrew.com into your phone.
Don't stop what you're doing. Just have another screen where you can do both.
Now stop everything else and go there and go, oh, shit, that coffee's kind of expensive. And then ask your mommy for some extra money and buy it. You coward. Buy it. Buy it.
I don't like the idea of telling people to pause our podcast because
I like
the attention span of people these days, it's not likely that they're going to return.
Hey, stop listening to this podcast, put on Bill Simmons, and forget we fucking exist.
Yeah, seriously. Or
Rousseau. There's people that do this better than us. Why are you here?
Yeah, there's like 2 people that do this better than us.
There's like 5 other Broncos podcasts now that are better than us.
Better is, well, more prepared, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Better at knowing what they're talking about?
No.
Also,
see, they'll use their brains while we use our instincts. And you can't top our Broncos instincts. That's the fact.
They're like, they use analytics, like a baseball team that uses analytics, sabermetrics, and we just go off of gut feeling. Yeah. Which is the way things are headed.
Yeah.
The pendulum will swing back to gut instinct.
Yeah. We're the best is what I started saying earlier.
Yeah.
We are the best Broncos podcast on earth.
We're certainly one of them.
We are something, that's for sure.
We're in the conversation.
So we did miss an episode last week. I said we were going to come back later in the week. I got sick again, so we didn't do it. Don't even remember what we talked about last. Broncos still have Russell Wilson, and that's all that really matters. Important. But I wanted to play this little video that I saw Russ post on his Twitter real quick here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at him throwing that ball to Cortland Sutton. Russell Wilson. Really cool backyard. Oh, that got me excited.
Yeah, no, that is in San Diego, I think.
Oh, is it?
At Russell Wilson's house. I don't know why he lives in San Diego, but I mean, if I had his money, I might live in San Diego too.
Yeah.
Because you had the Russell Wilson logo, so that's his field in his backyard, which is pretty damn cool. A lot of people, first of all, the production value, very nice. Very nice. This is not, blurry potato footage of Mike Kliss hiding in the bushes, taping this thing. This is like a professional guy here filming this and cutting it up and then adding Tupac, which Russell Wilson probably paid to clear. Probably paid the Tupac estate for that music.
We did not, so hopefully we're good. And this is, I mean, and Mike Kliss was, he was escorted off the premises when they found him hiding in Russell Wilson's bathroom. So that was taken care of. immediately. This is what you get when your quarterback is a fucking brand, though. Like, this is a guy who is firing on all levels all the time. Like, I don't know how much this part of it means, but it's cool to see. And he's impressing his teammates, and he's showing like he's got their backs. I mean, literally, he is inside of Lloyd Cushenberry's back there. This is, I thought, a really funny photo to post when they're not in football pads, but they're still taking snaps from under center.
Yeah. What's that got to feel like when you get a new center and, the first time you put your hands like on the man's anus and taint?
It's in your own backyard.
No, it's weird. It's probably like you guys don't really know each other very well. You probably just met like a few hours ago, and now it's like, all right, I'm essentially like, if this was not football, not in a football related context, this would probably be sexual assault to do this to a normal person. So, and oddly, I mean, it's good that you do that before, training camp, so you can get that out of the way. Yeah.
Russell Wilson, like, if he wants a fully guaranteed contract, he needs at least 22 more of these. That's the only way.
I think. And people made a big deal about Jerry Jeudy not being there, which was really, really dumb. But I think he might have had a kid.
Oh, did he have a baby?
I think based on some cryptic tweets, and he loves to make cryptic tweets or backhanded tweets or sub tweets, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But people were upset that he wasn't at the workout yesterday. And to those people, I just want to say, people on Twitter.
Is it like random Broncos fans on Twitter? Yeah. Or did some sort of media outlet spark it and then made Broncos fans on Twitter notice that he
probably
wasn't there?
Whoever is our competitor, who's our top competitor? It's them, basically.
Probably ESPN did it then.
No, I mean like within Broncos, that whole sphere.
Well, you said top competitor, and it's like ESPN and us.
That's a good point. The worldwide leader, and also us.
Yep.
Which I don't know that they're the worldwide leader anymore.
Skinamax. I don't know. It's probably 104.3 The Fan, but I don't fucking know.
Oh, they definitely would have sparked that for sure. That's a thing that they would do.
I forgot to grab the best photo. It's the one of Russell Wilson taking it with like all the dudes, and KJ Hamler's like holding Russell Wilson's hand, like this.
Some big hands.
Yeah. All right. So the workout means nothing, but it's cool that Russ is getting to know the guys, and they're throwing some balls in the backyard. It just shows what different level Russell Wilson's on in terms of like being prepared and knowing how to approach an offseason, knowing how to approach the fans and what's going to get them excited. Like this, I doubt means a lot in terms of, wins or losses, especially come, October, November, December. But right now it is a huge win. Huge win for fans and the media and for Russ and for his teammates. It's getting people excited, so it's doing its job.
Yeah, it's just like a prerequisite now. Like if you're not doing this stuff in the offseason, probably behind the 8 ball. So glad our guys are out there.
I don't know. I'm glad
he
did it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a weird spot because like there was no clear-cut number 1 last year.
And so, there's still like
host that.
COVID lingering, like there's all that stuff. Didn't stop Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, but
no,
kind of like why we didn't see it. But I remember just getting kind of excited about watching Jerry Jeudy run routes in the sand and on
he's the best at juking out corners that aren't there.
Yeah. So just imagine when Russ and Jerry get together and put out a hype video, which they will, I am sure.
Yeah. That came off as a little snarky because he actually does juke out corners quite regularly. It's just the ball doesn't get
the
there.
ball's not going his way.
Now it's probably going to be there, and not only be there on target. So
yeah,
Jerry Jeudy, I'm calling it now, more than 0 touchdowns next year.
Yes. Jerry Jeudy will have better stats than Tyreek Hill, calling it.
Oh.
Like that one?
Maybe.
Like that one? Like that one?
Sure. Let's do it. Why not?
Okay. So, you want to talk about Quan Williams or Tyreek Hill?
Oh, man. Let's talk about Tyreek Hill first.
Okay.
They traded him.
Tyreek Hill. Gone.
He's gone. Bye, bitch.
Bye-bye, bitch.
See ya.
No. Your torment of our lives is over. Unless we play the Dolphins in the playoffs.
Which, I don't know if that's maybe. Who knows? Like the AFC East could happen. I don't know. I'm sure that when we do eventually play him, he will score 4 touchdowns on us like he did back in 2016 when he was a rookie. That's my first memory of Tyreek Hill. And that game was truly an abomination. That game was like, it felt like the end of the golden era of Broncos football, at least, in the 21st century. And Tyreek Hill is responsible for that, and I've hated him ever since then. But I do recognize how like unique he is and has been as a player, and there is no one like him. And this will hurt the Chiefs temporarily at least.
Yeah, I don't doubt that they can find ways to somewhat replace his production. I highly doubt they're going to find one guy that comes in and is as explosive and as much of a game changer as Tyreek Hill was. But, over time, Mahomes will find a couple, like the Chiefs had Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill and then a bunch of other guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now they just need to find a 1 and 2 receiver to pair there, like all other teams kind of had to do. And they could find a guy in this draft. Who knows?
Yeah, they have picks 29 and 30 now.
Yeah,
so
it puts a question mark on their offense for the first time in a while. So, and they already drafted Tyreek Hill's replacement. His name was McCole Hardman, and he's not as good as Tyreek Hill.
No, not at all.
He's not as good. It's not even close. He's as fast, maybe, but good luck.
Yeah, I don't know. And the Chiefs came out and said, Tyreek was great, but it's more about the scheme than it is him, and that's just so blatantly not true. I get you have to say that, but that's just made up nonsense.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. Defenses had to go to a too high safety look against the Chiefs because of Tyreek Hill, and that made everything open underneath. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Travis Kelce started putting up 1,000-yard seasons in Tyreek Hill's rookie year. He was not a 1,000-yard receiver until he got there. And he has had 1,000 yards every year since Tyreek Hill's been there. Yeah. It's not all Tyreek Hill, but it has something to do with it. And now you can key in a little bit more on Kelce. You can get a little more creative with the safeties. You don't have to play so cautiously. You probably do want to put some safeties back there most of the time because Mahomes can still throw it pretty far.
Yeah.
But you're not as worried about McCole Hardman or I guess Byron Pringle is not there anymore. Byron Pringle can't just have one. Such names as the great Garrick Dieter. Are you worried about him? I don't know. So they'll probably draft a receiver and or two. I don't know. They have 29 and 30. You might just go back to back on receivers.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
They'll get someone fast. They'll probably get this Sky Moore out of Western Michigan. I think he sounds like a Chief already. So you know what? I am enjoying this. This is good.
I
This
was
is
happy.
A day to celebrate.
Like, we had to bring Davante Adams into the division to push Tyreek Hill out.
It's funny how that happened.
Yeah, that's a trade-off I'll take, you know? The
I
Raiders
will,
can
but
have Davante
yeah.
Adams with Derek Carr as long as we get rid of, half of the Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes combo.
Yeah, let me ask you about that because that trade happened 6 days ago now. So after we recorded last time, did that does that change how you feel about the Raiders significantly?
Kinda, yeah. Like, I'm still holding on to the fact that they are the Raiders, and there's probably some questions on defense still outside of their edge rushers. Like, I think they're still beatable, but I also think there's a huge unknown with the Raiders in terms of how Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr are going to work together. I don't like that Josh McDaniels has a bona fide top receiver to give an already pretty good quarterback, a quarterback who played well in one of the most tumultuous mulch.
You got
The
it.
quarterback who played through the mulch of last season where so many dumb things happened to that team, and Derek Carr was kind of the one constant. So I think there's a chance their offense looks better. I still don't trust their run game in terms of how effective they can be doing it, but maybe Davante Adams helps that. But I think of them as less of a threat with Davante Adams than I do with the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, the Raiders are better. Hot take. Raiders are better with Davante Adams.
They are better.
I said it. I will take Davante Adams on the Raiders if it means Tyreek Hill is out of the division. So I will take that swap. Thank you very much. I think it gives the Broncos a better chance this year and going forward.
Yeah. And I think the other thing is the argument, right, for Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes is that Tyreek Hill made Patrick Mahomes better, and Patrick Mahomes also made Tyreek Hill better, right? Like, when you have a quarterback that's as good as Mahomes and you're a really talented receiver, you benefit from that. And I don't think Tyreek Hill will be as good in Miami with Tua. I just don't. I think he's going to be incredibly productive and be very good. I don't think Davante Adams is going to be as good without Aaron Rodgers. I still
Agreed.
think he'll be very good with Derek Carr, but and that's not to say that he and Derek Carr can't develop the same chemistry him and Rodgers had, and that they can't do it quickly because they played together in college. But what him and Rodgers had was special. What Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes have is special, and you replace some of those parts, maybe you can get close to something like that again, but it's not going to be the same right away for sure. So kind of the Broncos the Broncos have more adjusting really than any team in the AFC West to do in terms of a new quarterback, new coach, and all of that. But this really makes the division feel so much more up for grabs.
Yeah, it feels it's just like the ultimate monkey wrench.
Yeah. It went from the Chiefs still probably being the best team in the division, where the other three definitely can compete to be number one, where I don't know if there's a clear-cut number one in the division heading into this season. So I'm just glad the Chiefs, because they offered him a lot of money, and he's like, nah, I saw what Davante Adams got, and I want max. I want max money. Don't care about making another Super Bowl run. Don't care that you're the organization that drafted me when nobody else wanted to touch me, or the organization that extended me when I had a second thing of shit happen to me. Your loyalty means nothing to me. I'm going to the Dolphins because they can give me more money. Like, I love that he did that. Great. So much character for that man. High character guy. Real team player, Tyreek Hill. Always thinking about others. So, yeah.
A good guy on and off
really
the field.
Good guy.
And people were kind of waiting for this day when Patrick Mahomes' contract was going to kick in, and he was going to take up a much larger chunk of the salary cap. And that day has come, and it's going to force a little bit of a reckoning. And it's not like you can just not pay him, but this is what happens. It's easier to win when your quarterback's on a rookie contract. So welcome to a new reality.
Yeah. The Chiefs now have like the third most cap space. And Mahomes' cap hit's just $35 million this year. Where does it go next year? Because I think that's where things start to get way dicey. Up.
Yeah.
Let me see here. 2023 update. This will allow them to get Orlando Brown and his deal that, he shoots up to $46 million next year. Frank Clark accounts for $30 million next year. I'm sure there's a way to get rid of Frank Clark, but yeah, that's $76 million between Mahomes and Frank Clark in 2023. So yeah, they just had to make room financially. So, and the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers benefit from it. The other thing that I thought was funny is like the Patriots decided to move on from J.C. Jackson. And then J.C. Jackson goes to, the AFC West. And the big thing he has to worry about is covering, Tyreek Hill. And then Devontae Adams comes in. And then Tyreek Hill leaves and goes back to his old division, where I'm sure the Patriots wish that they had J.C. Jackson on the roster heading into the season, because I think the AFC East, I think the Patriots have a very good chance to finish as the third best team in that division if everything comes together for the Dolphins like we think it possibly could. But we'll see.
Well, I mean, the Patriots did bring back Malcolm Butler today, so I think they're set.
Yeah. Great job.
Do you think so? The Broncos signed K'Wan Williams from the 49ers. He is turning 31 in July. He's going to play in the slot. Pat Surtain and Ronald Darby are obviously on the outside. Deals up to $7 million. He was undrafted out of Pitt 2014, played with the Browns. And then the 49ers. Good addition, I think. Good addition, but do you think they're done at the position? I don't know.
That's a good question. You know what I'm not done with, Will? DraftKings Sportsbook. Not done yet. College basketball fans, join the action on the court during the biggest tournament of the year with DraftKings Sportsbook. Turn your team's victory into your own big win. New customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. It's that simple. If they win, you win. DraftKings Sportsbook customers can also bet on college hoops with those same game parlays. You stack those parlay bets within the same game, adding tier after tier after tier for bigger payouts. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. DraftKings is safe, it's secure, it's reliable. And if you want to bet on Tyreek Hill, you'll have to do it as a member of the Dolphins. So, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code DNVR. D as in dog. N as in never have to worry about Tyreek Hill again. V as in very happy Tyreek Hill is not in the AFC West. And R as in rough. You lost Tyreek Hill, Kansas City. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. If you win, if they win, you win. Promo code DMVR. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. $5 minimum deposit. DraftKings.com/sportsbook. That's where you go for the details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
That was like the Robert Loggia joke from Family Guy.
Was it?
R as in Robert Loggia. O as in, oh my God, it's Robert Loggia.
Yeah. It's probably sitting in my subconscious somewhere.
Yeah, back when that show was funny.
Ha! You lost it. I don't remember the last time I watched Family Guy.
Willingly?
Ever since I've become a family man, it's just I can't.
Yeah, that kind of smut doesn't appeal to you, I bet, after having a kid. The way Peter treats his daughter is just reprehensible.
Yeah. I actually just watched The Family Man with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, with Cage? Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
You've never seen The Family Man?
I've seen a lot of Cage movies. I haven't seen The Family Man. Wow.
Classic alternate reality. What if I made this decision? How would my life be?
So is that
play
just
on Christmas?
It's Carol. A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, all that recycled garbage.
Wow, it's mostly recycled garbage.
Yeah, I watched the new Ben Affleck one, Deep Water.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna watch that like tonight or tomorrow or something.
I liked it.
I watched
because it is unique. Not gonna be for everyone, but. I thought it was
I'm sure I'll get into it. Yeah. I watched Shooter with Mark Wahlberg on Monday.
Oh, that's why we got the hot Shooter reference in today's episode.
Yeah. It was on Netflix. I also watched a movie called Windfall with what's his name? Jesse Plemons.
Yeah. I want to watch that one next.
It's good. Yeah. Oscar's coming up, so most of those movies suck. Yeah. I'm not excited for that, but I'll watch anyway.
Right.
Because, my favorite Amy Schumer is presenting.
I feel like Amy Schumer gets way more hate than she deserves.
I think it's fair.
Is it?
I don't know. Like, she's fun. She used to be funny, and I'm sure she still does some funny stuff now, but, yeah, there was a long time where like Lena Dunham and Amy Schumer were the butt of every joke. Yeah. And to be honest, probably deserved.
Wow.
But we'll see. I'm sure she'll knock it out of the park on Sunday night on ABC, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
You got to be like really, really funny, I feel like, to sustain credibility as a funny person. Because after a while, once everyone's kind of seen your wheelhouse, your tools to make people laugh, they realize like you only got a handful in there, and you just like you keep doing the same thing. It's like how I feel about my show.
Are you talking about us? Yeah,
yeah. Like I can't do much more than these 8 things, and I think after a while, people just get tired of it. Unless you're
that's
transcendent.
When we just get new people.
Yeah.
New people to watch.
I can't replace myself, though. That's what sucks.
No. Yeah.
Anyway, Quan Williams, hilarious, by the way.
He seems like a funny dude.
I
never heard him talk, but
never. I knew who he was.
Same.
I did not know who DJ Jones was before he came over. I'm sure it's like a name I'd said or whatever, but I definitely remember talking about Quan Williams being a solid sort of kind of corner for the 49ers when they didn't really have like a lot of great corner play last year. And I think like the stat, or I forget exactly what I saw, it was on Twitter, but he's actually very good against the run as a corner from the slot position. So That's what I saw. I think like two different people, like somebody who covers the 49ers, like this guy actually really solid contributor against the run, playing from the slot. Denver got, a good dude. So your question was, I think the Broncos are done? And I tend to agree with you. I feel like there's one more move coming in free agency for Denver.
I think so. I think you're right.
They have $18 million in cap space still. And what do they need to keep for rookies? Like 9?
You need like $11 million for rookies.
Well, the Broncos don't.
But they don't have a first round pick. So that maybe it's low.
First, and their second round pick is the last second round pick of the second round.
True. That's a good point.
So
it's probably like 9.
Yeah, they probably have a mil or so to work with. Extra.
Yeah. So they gotta, take a swing. I don't know.
At this point, if that guy is Bryce Callahan, then I'm like, okay, I feel pretty good about the corners. You got Bryce and Darby and Surtain and Williams. If they're going to the free agent market, is there anybody else at the corner position that excites you?
Well, you got Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, that's really the only one.
Not signed anywhere yet. He is certainly not a slot corner. He is. He's going to be 32 this season, which I don't know. I feel like you can get a good year out of him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the player he once was, but that he was once the defensive player of the year. So that's a tough bar.
He was solid for Carolina last year.
The problem was no one paid attention to Carolina last year.
Exactly.
After
by the time he started playing
knows?
with them, their season was over.
Yeah.
Cam Newton wasn't helping him. Sam Darnold wasn't helping him. You've got Steven Nelson from he's available. Chris Harris Jr.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of corners on the market left.
Chris Harris, I don't know. I'm going to say no to Chris Harris.
Kevin King. There's still Kyle Fuller and Bryce Callahan.
Kevin King, just bench him in the playoffs.
Yep. Jason Verrett. Yeah,
Bryce Callahan and Jason Verrett should have a injury off. See who
they just keep on the punching each other
for less time.
Yeah. One of them emerges not injured.
Yeah, and then the other one plays one snap and breaks his collarbone.
Yeah, and then
that's not funny to laugh about a player's injuries, but
but they have had many. Patrick Peterson's out there still.
Oh, see there's like quite a few free agents still out there.
Fuck, there really is. Joe Hayden, he's getting old.
All these guys are old as hell.
Tavon Young. Fudge. Yeah, I mean, there's not. Stephon Gilmore would be like the get at this point.
Yeah, it'd be a good, like, I don't know what kind of deal he wants, but if you can get him for a year,
it
makes you feel pretty good. I would feel like the corners are set. Don't have to worry about it. You can still draft one.
Right.
But you have to think, too, like, I don't know what the new coaching staff thinks of Ojemudia.
Right.
Because he was gone almost all last year. I think he played 1 or 2 games. So I thought he was promising as a rookie. But he's not a guy you can rely on, but he also has like high upside.
Yeah. And I guess the other guy to think about is he Nate Hairston?
Mm-hmm.
He played all right. But is he a free agent? He might be a free agent.
I think he's still a free agent. I don't know. I mean,
I guess
it's so hit and miss, like how these guys are going to play in a new scheme without Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
But that sword cuts both ways, because you get Hackett and you get a West Coast offense, and you feel like, oh, like someone like Dalton Reisner is going to return to form a little bit and play better like he did in 2019. And you have all these guys that are going to be a fit in the West Coast offense. And you're probably going to have guys that are a better fit in Ejiro Evero's defense. Like maybe, maybe that energizes Chubb a little bit. And some of these guys really take off as a result of a scheme change. But who knows? Who knows? Darby could end up fitting the Evero scheme a little bit better. I feel like, if the slot is – if Williams is sturdy enough and we know what Surtain's going to do, he's probably going to get better in year 2. It could be kind of like a Rams situation where you got Jalen Ramsey, and you're just not throwing to that side if you're the other team, unless you're Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Yeah. Then like whoever's on the other side is probably going to get some picks.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I think like it's okay if for this season, if maybe we don't feel as good about the Broncos corners as we have the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other part of it.
Because like hopefully our offense is scoring a lot of points, and by virtue of teams maybe having to play catch-up football a little bit, they're a little more prone to make mistakes. Like one of the criticisms of Fangio's defense was like it wasn't opportunistic enough. That's because they never had a fucking lead to be opportunistic.
Bradley Chubb didn't have any sacks. Yeah, I wonder why. Because the other team didn't have to, drop back on third down.
Yeah, like I think the defense might be better by virtue of the offense being
that's a very good
effective.
Point.
But there's like I said earlier, there's so many questions. So it's the new quarterback, new head coach, scheme fit for offense, new defensive coordinator, even though there's probably similarities maybe with what Fangio did. It's probably more similar to the way Wade Phillips wants to run the offense. And we know Evero's going to be aggressive in terms of pass rushing and sending guys to get to the quarterback. So you might see, as opposed to having like maybe a fourth corner on the field more, they're bringing in an extra safety to put in the box to not just play against the run, but to blitz. You know what I mean? And one thing Williams does well also is blitzing. That's the other thing I took away from reading about him on Twitter is, 49ers like to use him in blitz packages here and there. So you might see more creativity with guys like that, where maybe they're not asked to be in coverage as much because they're trying to force turnovers and dynamic plays in other ways. So, but still, yes, they might grab one more guy. I don't know who it'd be. I think okay, let's just put it this way. Would you rather have Gilmore or Bryce Callahan? Same price. You get Bryce for say 2 years, Gilmore for 1.
Gilmore.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, they're both very good players that do different things. But
yeah,
I think bizarrely enough, I think I trust the old guy to play more snaps, more games.
Yeah, you know why I trust him? Because he doesn't have to cover Tyreek Hill.
Played 16 games, well, he actually played 8 games last year, so
yeah,
we'll see.
He didn't play until
11
after
the
he
year
was
before.
traded. He had some injury.
Right. Okay, so maybe that was not a very well-informed take. But Bryce Callahan, no, not necessarily.
But Bryce did play all of last year, except maybe a couple games.
Let's take a look.
Efforting for the stats.
Callahan played 11 games last year. He played 0 games 2019, 10 games 2020, 11 games 2021.
Correct.
He has never played more than 13 games in a season.
Yeah, give me Gilmore.
Yeah, I like the upside more with Gilmore.
Yeah,
I like the idea of just like 1 year rentals in free agency too. I think that's good business.
Yeah, I mean, especially for a corner who you're betting on being pretty good. A corner who's probably trying to maybe get one last payday, and if he thinks he's going to go to a good team to do it, it's hard. Like corners are once they hit 30, their value drops so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like
unless you get a really, really good one.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, like some guys with a little more size, maybe they age better. Maybe it's the other way around. But I don't know. I feel very much blessed that we took Surtain where we did. It's a very unpopular decision at the time. But like most things with George Paton, he was right.
He was correct.
He was right. He was right about extending Tim Patrick and Cortland Sutton when he did. The man just does not make mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody liked those extensions though, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not lumping that together. I'm just saying, in the wake of the Tyreek Hill contract and Devontae Adams.
Getting those guys locked down before free agency hit.
So smart.
That's probably one of his top 3 moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Russell Wilson, number 1, getting Pat Surtain, number 2, extending the receivers ahead of time before even getting Russell Wilson, 3. What's his next one? That's the real question. What's his next one?
You just know it's going to be a good, like he's going to find a stud in the draft, which like it will soften the blow of not having a first-round pick.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. The Broncos still have what do they have?
They have a lot of picks.
8 picks or something?
They might have more.
They're going to be able to get better through the draft. It's just hard because they don't pick until the end of the second. So people are be like, oh, I don't think they're going to get anybody. But they're going to get guys in the second and third round and maybe fourth. And some of those guys contribute. So
yeah, they're going to like somehow end up with Trey McBride or something.
That'd be interesting.
I would like that.
So they signed linebacker Alex Singleton. Alexander Johnson, still a free agent. Josie Jewell's coming back.
Yep. And
they also said they might be moving Baron Browning to outside linebacker.
I think so.
I think linebacker is another position they might address in the draft too. So
maybe
if they sign a corner, then edge, linebacker, tackle.
I think you just take best player available
at one of those 4 positions.
Yeah, like when you get to the second round, just grab the best player on your board. And there are you're not taking a quarterback if you think he's the best player available at 64.
No.
And you're probably not taking a wide receiver either. But you narrow it down to tackle, edge, tight end, corner, inside linebacker, maybe safety even.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't recommend it. And then just pull the trigger and not say we need a tackle here or we need an edge rusher here because that'll generally get you in a little bit of trouble. Although there is kind of an interesting thing where the guy from Michigan, not Aiden Hutchinson, but David Ojabo got hurt very tragically at his pro day. But it could end up with him dropping. So who knows? Like they still have a little bit of ammo to move up if they want to in the second round.
Would he tear his Achilles?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Was it you quote tweeting whoever said that Cam Akers tore his Achilles and he made it back for the playoffs and expect David Ojabo to be on the same timeline?
No, I don't think I would have said that.
I thought that was I don't know who did it, but they're like, yeah, and Cam Akers coming back from that was a freak of fucking nature recovery.
Yeah, that's never happened.
Like, why would you put
Achilles
those
is the worst.
expectations
Achilles
on?
is like the worst injury in terms of like career-ending injuries, or just like terms of recovery time.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to be back for this season if you go after a guy like him.
No, but that's still like a good pick.
Yeah,
even if he's just sitting for a year, I think, because you got Chubb and Gregory there, and you got Malik Reed, so you got some depth. I feel good about it.
You know, Bobby Wague's still out there. Jadeveon Clowney's still out there.
Apparently, Bobby Wagyu is in talks with the Los Angeles Rams.
Wow.
Should be quite the addition. That would be a little bit of a middle finger to the Seattle Seahawks, who are also in the NFC West.
That'd be a real Earl Thomas to the Seahawks.
Yeah, Earl Thomas is a crazy person, though.
Yeah, we learned that. I forgot about his 3-way gun thing.
Yeah. I don't like the, I don't know if Tua is the best fit for Tyreek Hill, but people think they're so goddamn funny with like these horrible passes, like gifs of horrible passes, saying like Tyreek Hill wide open down the field, and then some quarterback throws a duck. Tua's not that bad.
No.
Find an original joke on Twitter for once if you're someone who's posting this.
Tua found a way to get 104 passes off to Jalen Waddle with one of the worst offensive lines blocking for him. So maybe he's not going to hit some of those deep, crazy passes to Tyreek Hill like old Patty Mahomes did. But I bet you Mike Gesicki and or Jalen Waddle working the flats and the underneath routes are going to see a lot of balls come their way. And Tua pretty safe with the football as well. And he's going to have some running backs, and he's going to have a head coach who actually utilizes said running backs. And Chase Edmonds, great pass-catching back coming out of the backfield for Tua as well. Yeah. So Tua's going to have an opportunity for a lot more of those easier passes, and I think a lot more of those easier passes go for even bigger plays. The way McDaniel's probably going to scheme things up for him. So, yeah, probably a little bit of a downtick for Tyreek Hill, but doesn't mean they're not going to find ways to get Tyreek Hill the ball either.
Yeah, I mean, you can basically use him like Deebo Samuel in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I trust McDaniel until he proves otherwise. Yeah. I think no matter who your quarterback is, Tyreek Hill makes your team a lot better. That's just me, though. That's just me.
Yes, I think every team would welcome what he brings to their offense, regardless of who their quarterback is.
And, of course, in the locker room.
Great off-the-field guy, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, it is crazy how, like, and warranted, obviously, the Deshaun Watson stuff, the backlash with that. But, like, the Saints just signed Jameis Winston for the second time. I think the third time they've given him a contract, maybe. And no one says anything about that. Like after the Deshaun Watson stuff, no one says anything about the Dolphins acquiring Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
A little more consistency would be
nice.
Something. Be nice.
I think I saw Adam's tweet about like what crime does Baker Mayfield need to commit to for a trade. I think what did Baker Mayfield the next thing we see is him tweet out the video of where he was arrested and chased down by the police officer tackling him to try and prove his stock.
He should have punched that police officer.
Yeah, should have made it better.
Just go full
controversy.
Full criminality.
Well, anyway, I think we did it well. We're almost going to touch 50 minutes, which we cannot do. So
no,
we got to get the hell out of here.
Oh God, what's the sign off? What's the sign off? I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Guns don't kill people.
Russell Wilson kills people.
Boom. That shirt arrived. I forgot to wear it today. I'll bring it now.